What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Just gonna do a little video update on a very popular RC that just hit the market about maybe 3 or 4 months ago. Namely, it's the WLToys 124008. I know there's so many of them right now; it's kind of hard to keep track. But this is the 112 scale brushless version. So I went ahead and made some changes to it, just to make it a little bit different. It's somewhat fixed the way it is now, but the way it is, it's good the way it is because it's factory stock, it's brushless, motor's good, servo's good, everything's good in it. But there's always the little room for improvement. So I just want to show you guys what I've done to mine. So basically, what I've done is I've got the rim and tire package from my ZD Racing 110 scale buggy. So I just took them out and put them on this one. What I've done here is, this here is a bumper, which is a direct fit from the actual bumper of the 16 scale MJX. As you can see, it's the metal bumper. Okay, so this one I took off of this car, and I put this bumper in its place with an LED light so I can drive it at nighttime so I can see where I'm going. So it looks quite nice. It fits the profile nicely, kind of fills out the front end a bit more, as you can see from this angle right here. Because the wheels are bigger, so it sits a little lower to the ground. Okay, so basically it kind of sits kind of like that right now. All right. What I've done is I've moved the point inwards, and this point over here I moved it all the way to the end, so it lowers the front end a bit. And I've done the same on the rear. I've moved this point out and this mounting point up here inwards. Okay, so of course that lowers the rear end a bit, and when it sits about like that, so it actually sits proper. So because it already comes with a higher a pretty high ground clearance, with the 1/10 tires it was even that much higher. So by bringing it inwards, it sort of brings it to around there, so it's about right. I use the body from obviously my 124010, because it's a direct fit to the 124008. Yeah, I'm having a hard time keeping track of all these numbers. And of course, the one last thing I did is I just put some simulated discs inside here, just on the fronts, just a little cosmetic thing. That's about it. So this is my new 124008. I didn't really change anything else inside because everything else was pretty much stock, and it's perfect the way it is. All right. So yeah, that's basically it. So what I did with the bumper with the LED light, I just kind of fished it through, and I just plugged it into the standalone receiver, which had an extra 2 channels that were not used. So I just plugged it into one of them. So when I turn everything on, we get our little light, and that's it. It's basically, so I mean, everything is basically, it's perfect, like the way it's set up, and easily upgradable if you wanted to. I don't see why you would need to, because it's good the way it is. If one day you wanted to, change out the motor, maybe put a slightly longer one, maybe like 2045, you could. But as it is, it runs 60 kilometers an hour on its stock tires on the Supply 3S modular lipo. But if you wanted to, increase it, all you have to do is really just install some larger tires, and you'll get about maybe 65 or so. So that's a very cheap fix. How to get a bit more speed out of it if you wanted to, or you can just leave it as is. I always, with my builds, I always find there's always some room for improvement. In this case, basically, it's already pretty good right out of the box. It's plastic, so it's relatively lightweight, not as heavy as its 124017, 16, like all the other ones from WLToys, which are all metal. That makes it a bit heavier. Mind you, they do come with a bigger motor, but to be honest, this is really all you need for bashing, for speed runs if you want to do it. Looks good. And of course, now with this bumper at the front, as you can kind of see right here, fills out the front end quite nicely. So that is my conclusion of my video update of my 124 008 112 scale four-wheel drive brushless buggy. So if you guys have any questions about this one or any of the other ones in my fleet, please leave a comment below. I'll answer any questions that you guys may have. If you haven't liked or subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. It does help out the channel quite a bit. All right, have a good day, guys. Ciao.